Hey guys, Zach Calhoun here from CloudPano. Hope you're having a great day. The question of the day is this: can you get rich utilizing VR? We see Apple Pros coming out. We see the Quest, VR headsets with new versions coming out as well too. We see all these different technologies that are going to change the world. So how can you take advantage and really, truly, can you make a bunch of money? Can you kill it from this, right? That's the question I'm going to answer today in this short video. My name is Zach Calhoun. I'm with a company called CloudPano. We're a 360 virtual tour platform. Entrepreneurs, photographers, and agencies use CloudPano to create virtual tours and experiences in full 360 for their customers. Here's what I've seen over the last 4 years and why I think this is going to only double, triple, 5x, 10x over the next 5 to 10 years. We've seen a lot of our users prospect cold, whether it's property managers for 45 locations, whether it's golf courses, whether it's other high ticket large companies that have a lot of locations and sell large contracts to the customers, and from that get big ticket or large transactions to come through, and all they had to do was create the virtual tours for them with some photos, uploading those photos into CloudPano and deliver it on a hosted link. So what's this look like for you, and how can you do this too? Well, the highest ticket virtual tours we've seen come through, my customers have told me about, and always tell me, have a couple things that are really common. Large facilities, lots of buildings, lots of projects behind them. So what that means is either they're developing large projects, they have construction taking place, they're doing something big, or they just have a lot of updates and things they want to show off in 360, 3D, and VR to their customers. Okay, so with that in mind, can you make a bunch of money in this? Well, we've had customers who sold one client for $40,000, 5 different clients for $50,000 each. And all you have to do is tap into the right market with the right messaging to the right person who is the biggest decision maker for that facility, facilities, or company or companies. Okay, so hear me. An example of this would be like a technical school or something that has a huge amount of their pricing for their specific thing, whether it's a manufacturing facility, whether it's like, for example, Dell reached out to us one time, like or these large manufacturers, like these guys have 50 locations. They have manufacturing happen all over the place. Like, who can I talk to at the facilities level that'd be interested in showing off their space? And also using it for training, using it for safety, oil and gas, industrial, manufacturing. Massive industries exist that can benefit from not only 360 virtual tours, but also VR. So that they may come to you, or they may like the idea that you can make a VR experience, but they may love and pay you that you can add it to a browser experience, which is where CloudPano really shines. To be able to just look at a virtual tour in the browser, no app required, you click a URL and all of a sudden, boom, you're in full 360, whether it's on your mobile phone or the desktop browser. That's what wins over big customers. You don't need anything special to view this virtual tour, just a browser. Click it, it opens up, it looks cool, and you get to show off the whole space. So whether you're targeting safety, HSE, baby, health, safety, environmental, whether you're targeting facilities directors, whether you're targeting really big presidents of specific industries, or just large commercial brokers, etc., you need to be able to target customers that have a huge amount of responsibility behind them, and then that easily show them, hey, we can do this for you quickly, easily, and we can do it in a high value way where it shows you off well. It's only going to be the highest quality possible. When you talk to those type of people, they think big leverage, big things they can do. When they say yes, they sign big checks. Okay, that's how you got to think. All right, how can I really crush using the VR technology? Right? Understand this. Listen, VR, all it is the 360 experience you see on a screen in CloudPano on a VR headset. That's all it is. Really simple. And you can use a mobile VR headset. Anybody can use their phone, slide into a mobile VR headset, or you can view these things in VR, full VR, all the cool enterprise type stuff as well too. And a good example of this would be you walk into it's not Dick's Sporting Goods, but it's a Bass it's called not Bass Pro Hunter, gosh, Bass Pro. You walk in there and they got VR headsets for you to experience what? Their vacation rentals. They can offer you a whole, come check out this experience, this cabin, put on the VR headset and see what it's going to be like and sign right here for $10,000. So they can sell other stuff they have that's somewhere else because you created the VR experience for them. And they're not going to ask you to just take some photos. They're going to ask you as a VR agency owner to create a whole experience, to make sure it's awesome, and of course get it all the way to the finish line. They're going to be able to pay you $100, $200, $300,000 because you are going to be going to the location, find a location, you're going to be making sure it's awesome, you're going to connect all the photos, you're going to provide the whole experience and make sure it's really, really cool. And you can deliver that stuff and private label it on CloudPano, which is really, really cool. So you got to think big to go big. You got to take big risk in order to really make big reward. That's what's required in business. You must take big risk. That's just the way it works. So if you want to go after bigger customers, you got to take big risks. You got to focus. You got to really focus on who am I targeting and what's my messaging going to be. And of course, you want to take advantage of folks when they come to you. It's the easiest thing to do in the world when you have a service that exists and all of a sudden the market looks at you and says, I want this thing. Well, the release of the Apple Vision Pro VR headset is a great example of this. They released this and everyone's going to be going, who can do this for us? And if you provide those services and your website looks professional and looks amazing, then you're going to win those customers, or you at least get the lead generation. That's what folks don't understand. Like a lot of folks, when they're big customers, they just want to type in a lead form. Hey, here's what I'm doing really quickly. Call me. And they just want to click submit and go on to the next thing. And then now it's you as a salesperson responsibility or your sales team responsibility to call these people and get them demoed and close the deal. Okay? That's what you got to do. So when someone's prospecting and looking, they're just kind of looking around quickly, clicking, and they want to add quick information into a form and go on with their lives. Because they're saying to themselves, if this company's legit, they'll reach out to me. Okay? There'll be a connection. Because I'm typing in, hey, I have this happened today. I have 500 locations I need VR tours created for. Okay, we're going to call them quickly. We already did because they know that they're a big deal. We're a big deal. Let's combine those things together, get the project done, sign the big contract, and move on. So how do you get rich from VR? You take advantage of being a virtual tour provider on CloudPano. You have an established VR agency that is waiting for those customers to come to you because the big wave is coming, baby. It's like surfing. You got to be able to ride the good wave, right? You can do this, and this is the time to do it. So we have a free training teaching you about the how to provide these services and also offer high ticket services at the agency level. Click below. It's at virtualtourprofit.com. Check it out. It's a free webinar. It's free. All you gotta do is pick an hour and a half of your day, sign up for one of those times, and watch the free webinar. It's only going to be helpful for you in your business. It's going to make you start thinking. That's what you should always be doing. If I want to grow somewhere and make a change in my life, I must think. Okay? Get started there. I'm excited for you to join our journey. See you inside.